Hi, I am Elise Roche, together with Deborah Carlson. Together we would like to guide you through the 21st century strand called curriculum integration. During our exploration, you will learn the definition of curriculum integration in the context of 21st century teaching, learning, and leading. We will move on to explore the strand in its depth and breadth as we explore its three strategies. During our tour of the strand, we will experience what each strategy looks like and sounds like when applied in the classroom. We will also explore how these strategies connect to 21st century teaching and learning essentials, such as student-centered instruction, learning environment, and differentiated instruction. We will conclude our story with an example of how 21st century student outcomes can be assessed through authentic, performance-based assessment that fits seamlessly into an integrated curriculum. Sit back and enjoy as we guide you through the integrated curriculum experience. To begin our journey, we must define curriculum integration. Curriculum is a roadmap upon which instruction is based. Curriculum integration is a planned, multidisciplinary approach to instruction that provides rigorous, relevant, and engaging learning experiences for all students. Curriculum integration provides real-world opportunities for students to become analytical problem solvers and is embedded in Common Core standards. Rigor is the foundation of curriculum integration in that students are able to transfer their learning to real-life situations, which is a key 21st century student outcome. Why did we choose these particular strategies for curriculum integration? These strategies ensure that 21st century student outcomes based upon Tony Wagner's 7 survival skills will be met by all learners. The strategies and sub-strategies included in the curriculum integration strand offer teachers a wide variety of instructional learning models and vehicles to choose from to differentiate instruction for each learner. Curriculum integration is broken down into 3 strategies: multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary. Each strategy differs based upon the intensity of integration required. We will begin our in-depth exploration by looking closely at the multidisciplinary strategy. The multidisciplinary strategy focuses mainly on the disciplines. Teachers organize standards from the disciplines around a theme. There are 5 subcategories that fall under the multidisciplinary strategy. The first sub-strategy is called intradisciplinary and requires the least degree of integration. An example of intradisciplinary integration is when a teacher integrates reading, writing, and oral communication skills in language arts. Fusion is another sub-strategy that falls under the multidisciplinary approach. Fusion occurs when teachers combine skills, knowledge, or attributes in the regular school classroom. An example of fusion is when a teacher incorporates a theme, such as literacy skills, through every thread of the school's curriculum. An example of a fusion approach to curriculum integration can be viewed in this video. Service learning is another form of multidisciplinary integration. Service learning involves community projects that occur during class time. Please click on this video to experience what service learning looks and sounds like. Learning centers are another sub-strategy. Effective learning centers address a topic or theme through the lens of multiple subject areas. Take a look at this video to see what learning centers might look and sound like in the early childhood classroom. Finally, theme-based units are another mode of multidisciplinary integration and require the highest degree of integration under this particular strategy. Teachers plan collaboratively for a multidisciplinary unit. 3 or more subject areas are involved in the study, and the unit ends with an integrated, culminating activity. Click here to experience an example of a theme-based unit. Just as effective teachers differentiate instruction based on their students' readiness levels, we educator leaders strive to provide a multifaceted approach to professional development opportunities for teachers. We therefore offer the additional 2 strategies for teachers who are ready to integrate the curriculum more intensely.
Hi, I'm Debbie and I'm joining Elise on the presentation of curriculum integration. Strategy 2, interdisciplinary integration, is a way for teachers to organize the curriculum around common learning across the disciplines. This strategy brings together diverse disciplines in a comprehensive manner, enabling students to develop a meaningful understanding of the many complex associations and influences within a topic. For example, students making wind and rain machines would incorporate language skills into their study. The teacher focuses on the big ideas in the concepts of evaporation, condensation, and thermal energy. These concepts transfer to other lessons beyond the wind and rain machines. Please click on the Interdisciplinary Integration bubble for more examples of what this strategy looks and sounds like. Using this strategy will help develop a higher level of thinking than if students focused simply on a subject area content in isolation. Now, before we transition to the third strategy, we were wondering if you noticed all the videos, the teaching examples, the organization of this presentation using Prezi, and even, well, our conversation. That would be the technology integration within our curriculum integration strand. You don't need to teach students how to do a Prezi in isolation of a theme or content area. A good example of this is how we developed our presentation. Teaching students how to embed video or sound, first requiring them to have a conversation on a particular subject, as we are having now, is integrating content around a theme and using technology to present it, which, by the way, can also be used as a form of assessment. One more tidbit before we get back to Strategy 3. Prezi, P-R-E-Z-I, is short for presentation, and it is a web-based presentation application and storytelling tool. Okay, back to Strategy 3, Transdisciplinary Integration, where teachers organize curriculum around student-centered questions and concerns. Please navigate to the center of the Prezi, where you will see this world surrounded by people holding hands, and the center of the cogs, which hold video presentations. In this area, students develop life skills as they apply interdisciplinary and disciplinary skills into a real-life context. There are 3 sub-strategies in this area. The first sub-strategy is project-based learning. This is an approach to learning that focuses on developing a product or creation. The project may or may not be student-centered, problem-based, or inquiry-based. Please click on the video under Transdisciplinary Integration to see what project-based learning looks and sounds like. The second sub-strategy is the problem-based learning approach. This approach focuses on the process of solving a problem and acquiring knowledge. This approach can be inquiry-based when students are active in creating the problem. The third sub-strategy is the inquiry-based learning approach. This approach is where student questions form the basis of the curriculum. A student-centered, active learning approach focusing on questioning, critical thinking, and problem solving is associated with the idea, involve me and I understand. You will find 3 other video clips under the Transdisciplinary Integration theme that illustrate what project-based learning, problem-based learning, and inquiry-based learning look and sound like.
Project, problem, and inquiry-based instruction are ways teachers can integrate the curriculum with their students to promote 21st century student outcomes. They also fit hand in hand with an initiative that is currently in the spotlight when it comes to preparing our students for a successful future in today's world: science, technology, engineering, and math integration, or STEM. STEM outcomes emulate the Tony Wagner's 7 survival skills. These outcomes ensure students are developing a working knowledge of research-based effective learning experience in science inquiry, mathematics, problem solving, and engineering. Effective STEM education also ensures students are immersing themselves in the processes of science through an engaging scenario modeling instructional practices to deepen their understanding of teaching and learning in the STEM fields. An example of an instructional module that can be used to carry out this type of transdisciplinary integration is referred to as the engineering design process. This process includes: ask, what is the problem? What have others done? What are the constraints? Imagine, what are some solutions? Brainstorm ideas. Choose the best one. Plan,
Draw a diagram. Make lists of materials you will need. Create. Follow your plan and create it. Test it out. Improve. Talk about what works, what doesn't, and what could work better. Modify your design to make it better. Test it out. With STEM also comes literacy. STEM literacy is the ability to identify, apply, and integrate concepts from science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to understand complex problems and to innovate to solve them. Please note that the subjects such as language arts and even the arts can easily be integrated into a STEM program to include a comprehensive integration across all subject areas. Now that we have covered the strategies of curriculum integration, what instructional model, besides the engineering design process, can help teachers with the implementation of an integrated curriculum? The Biological Science Curriculum Study, a team led by principal investigator Roger Bybee, developed the instructional model for constructivism, called the 5 E's. This model describes a teaching sequence that can be used for entire programs, specific units, and individual lessons. The 5E model is also being used for professional development sessions. The 5 E's represent 5 stages of a sequence for teaching and learning: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. Let's take a look at engage. The purpose for the engage stage is to pique student interest and get them personally involved in the lesson, while pre-assessing prior understanding. Next, students explore. The purpose for the explore stage is to get students involved in the topic, providing them with a chance to build their own understanding. In the exploration stage, the students have the opportunity to get directly involved with phenomena and materials. To enrich the educational experience, students extend their thinking. The purpose for the elaboration stage is to allow students to use their knowledge and continue to explore its implications. Finally, evaluation plays a critical role. The purpose for the evaluation stage is for both students and teachers to determine how much learning and understanding has taken place.
Now let's navigate to the differentiated instruction theme area. Making connections to prior learning and experiences help to construct meaning for our new learning and experiences. One of the threads for our DoDEA teachers is the differentiated instruction connection. Carol Ann Tomlinson, an expert in what the tenets of DI, differentiated instruction, look like and sound like, states, the focus of differentiated instruction is that teachers explicitly practice processes and procedures that ensure learning is effective for the varied individuals we are responsible for. Please click on the Carol Ann Tomlinson video to hear more. The tenets of authentic learning, project-based learning, interest-based learning, and real-world experiences mirror the tenets of differentiated instruction. Through the use of powerful formative and summative assessment tools, such as digital data portfolios and presentations of learning, students' learning experiences become specifically tailored to meet their unique interest areas and needs. When instruction is student-centered, where students set their own goals, collect, analyze, and present their own data, and reflect upon their own learning, the result is differentiated instruction that meets the needs of every student.
Students being over-tested and under-examined? Click here to find out more about relevant, meaningful forms of assessment to promote 21st century student outcomes for all students. Our journey through curriculum integration has come to an end. It is our hope that you now have a clear understanding of 3 different strategies through which educators can approach curriculum integration to foster a truly rigorous and relevant learning experience for every student.